Mastering the art of detachment is one of those easily misunderstood concepts, especially in the healing space. When people hear the word detachment, they think it's becoming cold, it's becoming indifferent, it's shutting your heart down to protect your peace, it's cutting your feelings off, it means not caring, it's becoming emotionally avoidant or emotionally numb, or it's practicing dissociation. It's actually neither of that. I get it. We are humans. We are wired for closeness. If you are operating from a place of detachment, that means you are able to walk away from anything that costs you peace. You want intimacy without bargaining for it. It's feeling that ache for closeness without letting it talk you into situations that don't meet you fully. That doesn't mean that you don't care. You are able to sit with your desires and honor that loneliness without using it as an excuse to lower your standards. It's choosing to be alone rather than being half chosen. It's trusting that whatever is meant for you will never require you to abandon yourself to keep it. You can be a deeply loving person without bending your standards the moment someone shows you silver of attention. You care about yourself first so that when love shows up, you don't have to shrink, you don't have to chase, you don't have to perform to keep it. You don't have to be the one who keeps over functionings or the one who cares too much in relationships because you deserve to receive love instead of working for it. You don't have to earn your place in someone else's life. The beauty of detachment is that we have the power to choose what controls us. And here's how: we feel the feeling, but we don't become the emotion. We witness it, we allow it, and then we release it. Feelings are natural, but when we let them grow into emotions that control us, we lose clarity. It's a reminder to not let temporary feelings turn into permanent reactions to protect our peace. At the root of detachment, there's a specific kind of confidence. It's you telling yourself, I'll be okay no matter what. When you believe that, you stop needing people to validate you. You stop chasing certainty or control, and then you start building safety within. That doesn't mean that you don't care or you'll never get hurt. It's feeling the pain without losing yourself. It's loving without gripping. It's losing without spiraling. When you are detached, that means you have the freedom to value yourself, to feel whole, to let go of what doesn't serve you. That doesn't mean that you remove people from your life. You remove the expectations that you have of them. It's not cutting people off, it's cutting off expectations. You can still care, you still love them, but you're not depending on how they are going to respond. Peace begins the moment you stop expecting and start accepting. Let them be who they are and not what you hoped they will be. Detachment doesn't make you lonely. In fact, it makes you magnetic. When you let go, the right people will be drawn closer to you. Those who want to stay will never put them in positions to risk losing you. Practicing healthy detachment looks like, instead of asking, how can I fix this or change them? You ask yourself, how can I take care of myself right now? Instead of being driven by fear, control, or anxiety, you're driven by peace, acceptance, and self respect. Instead of letting your mood to depend on external circumstances or other people's states, you are able to hold space for other people without absorbing their energy. Instead of being devastated or having identity collapse or panic, you are able to grieve, to process, and then eventually you adapt. Accepting reality as it is will save you so much heartache. Stop trying to force reality to be something different than what it is right now. I'll give an example. I'm filming outside right now, and let's say it starts raining. I might feel upset, right? But then I have no control over the rain. I might choose to go where there's some shade. I might choose to film outside, or I might choose to film another day. Accepting that this is the reality, but I can choose how I respond to this situation that is happening right now. Let go the need to obsess over the outcome. Let's say you put your best effort into a project, a goal, or a relationship. Instead of saying, I need this to go this way, you say, I will give my best effort and I'll handle whatever happens. Allow others to own their journey. Allow them to experience the consequences of their own actions. Step back from micromanaging, policing, over explaining yourself to others. The reality is that you can't change people. Change only comes from within. People will change only when they want to change. What you can do is offer support where possible and model the change that you want to see in them. But never lie to yourself that you can change people. And that will save you so much disappointment, so much heartache. When you're no longer possessed by the outcome, that means you want something so deeply without making your peace dependent on it. And this sounds like this. I would really love to get this opportunity, but my worth is not dependent on it. I really care about this person, but I can't control how they respond. I will give it my best, but won't let the results dictate who I am or how I feel about myself. I came across a thread that read, you will know you are detached when you can fully enjoy someone's presence without fearing their absence. And that really spoke to me because that doesn't mean loving less. It means you love without desperation. Because when you fear someone's absence, that means you are not in a position to experience them fully in the present moment. You'll be continuously managing your anxiety about losing them in the future. When you are clingy, you treat someone's presence like oxygen for your baseline emotional survival. It's you saying, I need you so that I don't feel anxious, incomplete, or abandoned. But when you operate from a place of detachment, you tell yourself, I am whole, I am complete, I am safe on my own. And being with you is a joyful, enriching choice. You don't let the relationship become an insurance policy against your own internal pain. When someone is a preference rather than a survival requirement, you stop putting pressure on them to hold your world together. When you fear their absence, that means you walk around with grasping energy or hypervigilance, and your heart is always on guard. You keep asking, will they pull away? How long will this last? Did their tone just change? You become anxious and it pulls away from the present moment. And you're not fully enjoying their presence. You are constantly monitoring. When you practice detachment, that dissolves the tension. You trust in your own resilience to survive their absence. And then you become 100% free because now your nervous system is relaxed and you are able to be present in the conversation, in the laugh, in the quiet intimacy right in front of you. The fear of someone's absence is not always about that person alone. It's almost always a fear of what their absence leaves you with. The silence you don't know how to feel, the self-worth issues that their attention was masking, the loneliness that you've not learned to sit with. When you are detached, that means you've built a relationship with yourself that is so secure enough to handle the void. If they leave or if life shifts, you are able to grieve, to feel the pain, to process the loss, but your core identity remains intact. And then you being alone is no longer threatened, and their presence will never be a refuge that you are desperately hiding in. When you stop fearing someone's absence, you give them freedom to stay or leave. You are no longer holding them hostage with your emotional needs. And you are also not holding yourself hostage just to keep them happy. And that's the only condition where genuine love can exist. You stop treating them as your source of peace and you start treating them as a companion to it. Those are my thoughts on how I feel about detachment, considering I used to be that emotionally clingy person, but since I started practicing detachment, I experience a kind of freedom that I cannot even explain. There's that inner peace that comes with practicing detachment. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. If this video really resonates with you, or you think someone watching this video will help them, please share with them. Subscribe for more content and see you on my next video.